Hello, how's it going? My name is Max Middleman, and today I'm going to talk about why the Los Angeles Rams are going to beat the San Francisco 49ers. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tall task because the front seven of the 49ers is very, very tough and tenacious, led by Nick Bosa and Armstead, and they got some other guys. They have a great middle linebacker that leads their defense in Fred Warner, and Greenlaw is a great linebacker as well. They got Jimmy Wilson in the back end. But I feel like this is a different time. It starts with us being able to stop the run, because what we know is Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to drop back 35 to 40 times. So if we can limit their run game to a good degree, then we have a very good chance of winning the game. Because one thing about our team is we have a great offense, and we're going to put up points on the board. So that's going to be very key in the Rams' success into beating the 49ers, who have beaten us 6 straight times. We're going to also have to establish some run game ourselves, because last week Cam Akers wasn't running the ball very effectively, and he was turning the ball over. If we turn the ball over against a very good and tough 49ers team, we might be in for a long, long day. So we got to limit the turnovers. And also, the last time we played the San Francisco 49ers, our quarterback Matthew Stafford threw 2 interceptions late after he threw 3 touchdowns in the early going. So what we really need to see from Matthew Stafford in this game is what we've seen pretty much all playoffs, and that's for him to limit his turnovers and for him to be the great quarterback that we all know he can be. I got to give the 49ers a lot of credit. You know, Deebo Samuel is a special type of player. You can put him out wide. You can put him down in the backfield as a running back. He blocks. He's really just the ultimate package player that you want on a playoff type of team. And I think he's going to be a big part in this game. But I think if the Rams can limit him, that will pretty much be the deciding factor. If Deebo Samuel has a tremendous game, I think it's going to be very hard for the Rams to win this game. So it's going to come down to if they can limit Deebo Samuel to at least a certain degree. So what I want to know in this game as well is how the Rams are going to, how they're going to handle themselves, knowing that they've lost to this team 6 straight times. They're at home, which is a very big key. One thing they can look back on is the last time they played this team at SoFi, they were up to a 17-0 lead. Had they not shot themselves in the foot with horrible turnovers, they would have won that game pretty easily. So they gotta be thinking about that game and thinking, that this is the perfect opportunity for them to win. And I think that we're going to see one of the best games. It might be a low-scoring game. It could be a high-scoring game. I'm aiming more towards a mid-rate scoring game, like a 27-20 type of game. I think it is going to have a lot of defensive prowess to the game. And it's going to be very interesting to see, because I do think the winner of that game has a good chance of winning the Super Bowl this year. So I am picking the Rams to win this game, but I don't want to say that, because as we know, they know our team very well. And in the NFL, there's nothing better than familiarity. Being able to understand and know the playbook. It comes down to 3 phases. Because when you play a team twice a year and you really recognize a team and you have familiarity with a team, it comes down to 3 phases. It doesn't come down to tricks. Ain't nobody tricking nobody. They know all the playbook schemes. It's going to come down to who's going to win the battle up front, who's going to win the offensive battles, the defensive battles, the special teams battles, and who's going to go out there and work harder, and who's going to turn the ball over less, and who's going to stay true to their game plan and really just beat a better team. That's what it's going to come down to. And I think the Rams are going to show something different than we've seen in the last, 7 or 6 games, I should say. So I expect to see a different team, and we're going to see exactly what happens. I think Coach Sean McVay, if he gets out to an early lead, another thing that he has to watch out for is to make sure that he doesn't let the team get too lackadaisical. I saw when they were up 17, he wanted to continue to pass the ball. You got to try at some point in this game against a San Francisco team that's going to run the ball 25 to 30 times. You got to establish a run game.